Hello and welcome back. You're on day 2 of the Launch Your Coaching Biz Challenge, where we are doing 7 days to launch and taking you from a coach to CEO. I'm super excited to be back with you today, and I hope you are all caught up. You did all of the action steps yesterday. You're really noticing how you're showing up. You're playing to win, you're making time in your schedule, you're really setting your intention so that you can truly knock this one out of the park this time, because you might be like a lot of my clients who've had a lot of start and stops. And first of all, no, that's totally normal. However, part of my goal with this challenge is to help you finally, right? Finally, you know that feeling, right? We're like, oh, I just want to break through. So part of my goal with this challenge is to help you finally break through the places where you have stopped in your business previously. So part of the process of that is really just that commitment level and really becoming somebody who is on a mission to make this happen no matter what. So what I want to talk to you about today is, what does it look like to be a CEO on a mission? And how do you go from being that solopreneur with a dream, with a wish, with an idea in your head of, maybe one day I'll have that freedom, maybe one day I'll have that business. How do you go from that to really becoming the person that is like, this is happening no matter what? I am a maniac on a mission. Like, this is happening. How do you create that switch? How do you go from, oh, it's a dream, it's a hope, it's a wish, maybe, but I don't know if I really believe it, to this is happening. Boom, done. And nobody questioned you, especially yourself. How do you make that happen? That's what I want to talk about today. So what we're going to talk about today is your intention and your why. And please do not skip over this step. It is so tempting to skip over these steps. And it is so tempting to skip over this because your brain's going to be telling you, you know what, I know what I want. I know my why. Like, I want freedom. I just don't want to be in my job anymore. I want to be able to travel. That is not good enough. It's not good enough. Unfortunately, as humans, some of my clients laugh with me and joke with me because I'm always saying humans are weird, and we are, because we'll say we want something and then we don't fully go after it, or we don't jump in with both feet, or we're not super clear on what that thing is. So today is the opportunity for you, once and for all, to really get so super clear on what this looks like for you. So think about it as, like a GPS or a map. For instance, if you get in the car and you don't know how to get somewhere, you put it in the GPS, so you have steps. You have goals. You see where you're going. You see your progress. You see, how far you have to go. And that's really what I'm doing for you this week with this challenge. I'm giving you business strategy. I'm giving you the steps along the way. However, the steps really become meaningless if we don't know where we're going, right? And you can say, well, I know where I'm going because I want clients. And that is true. However, I promise you, if you don't know the bigger vision, if you're not really feeling that, there's this really interesting thing that happens where it's like, okay, yay, I have clients. And then it feels like, what was the point of me having clients? Like, it will actually feel like something is missing if you have clients, but it doesn't, like, there's no other piece to the puzzle there. So today is the day where you get to, like, really, really dive in and see what this is all about for you. So I want you to take a look at how freedom feels for you. How does it feel for you? And I want you to get so incredibly specific on what that freedom is. So I have said before, like, freedom to me is creating my own schedule. It is not having a boss. It's being able to work from anywhere. It's being able to go where I want. when I want, to have Buddy with me, my little doggy. That is part of what freedom means to me. And truth be told, a lot of that is still kind of abstract. It's like, yes, I would like to travel, but it's like, what does that really mean? What is it, how does that really feel in my body? So I want you to really feel into that. Like, what will it feel like for you to be working on the beach in Cabo? Like, what would that feel like? What will it feel like when you move into your dream house with your family? What will it feel like when you create the kind of business where you can be there with your kids when they get off of school every single day? What does that really feel like? And it's funny, one of my most popular videos is one where I talk about this like idea of what does freedom really feel like. And for me, one of the ways I get really specific with this is to me, this idea of freedom, it really is like, you know what? If I want to have sex on a Wednesday at 2 p.m., hell yeah, I can do that if I want, because I'm not in a job. I'm not behind a desk. I don't have to ask for a day off. Like, that is so incredibly, like, to me, that is just huge freaking freedom. So, I share that with you because I want you to see like how deeply this stuff goes. I want you to really dream big. I want you to really be leaning into, you know what? Like, what does it really mean to create my own schedule? Like, what does that really mean, right? And for me, I happen to have a vision of me and my guy and what that looks like for us to have our own schedule. So I want you to really tap into that today. The second thing I want you to be really looking at today is, what is your why? So this is a little bit different than the freedom piece, because the freedom piece oftentimes is what I refer to as our selfish why. And there is nothing wrong with selfish, by the way. That word has a negative connotation with it, and I want you to take it out of your vocabulary, right? Like, just take that negative connotation, go ahead, disconnect from that, because it is not, it's not what we've been taught selfish means. However, the selfish why of the freedom piece, like that is, that's a very, it's like self-serving. It's what your life looks like every day. Looking into what is your bigger why, that's the fun piece where we really start to get into your purpose and that thing that's going to really, really like pull you forward on the days that it might be hard, or the days it is hard to find 30 minutes to work on your business, the days that, you're hitting some roadblocks, or you're wondering, why certain things don't seem like they are working for you. That why piece is really the piece that's going to keep you going. And that's the piece I want us to tap into. So one of my absolute favorite ways to do this, I got this from one of my coaches about a year ago. And the piece is this. It's what pisses you off. What pisses you off in the world? So as an example, I will use myself. Again, what pisses me off in the world is when people settle in their lives. When people settle in their lives, it drives me insane, because I know you don't actually have to settle, but so many people do. And that's really what pulls me forward. That's why I help people launch their businesses, is because I know if you've got that thing inside of you that you want to have your own business, but you're not doing anything about it, it means you are currently settling in your life, and it drives me bananas. It drives me just so freaking bonkers. So for you, what does that look like? What drives you nuts? Is it, people in bad marriages? Is it, my client Stephanie has this vision of really saving the planet through helping people eat more plant-based, because part of what pisses her off is what we are doing to our planet, our environment, and she's vegan, so it also comes up in what are we doing to the animals. So that is a huge flipping why. We're talking like saving the planet here. So I really want you to play with this. So spend some time journaling and really get clear on what does freedom feel like to you and what pisses you off. And I want you to journal about it. And I also want you to spend some time, like with the freedom piece, spend some time, center yourself, slow down the brain, okay? Like, let's get out of analysis paralysis, slow down the brain, take the elevator down into your heart space, and really just breathe into that vision of what does that why feel like? What does that why feel like? That's what I want you to get in today. So today is all about setting our GPS so we know where we're going. It's all about the vision. It's all about the why and your intention. And so I also want you to go and post in the Facebook group what comes up for you. What does freedom feel like for you? What is the big why? What pisses you off? And even if it's not making sense right now in the context of what you think you want your business on, trust me, trust the process. I promise you it's going to all come together. So I just want you to lean into that today and have fun with this. Have fun with this and keep sharing, keep playing all out. I will see you on Facebook Live later today. Have an amazing day, and I cannot wait to hear what this means for you. I cannot wait to hear what this means for you. All right, have an amazing day. Bye.